Okay, I'm back, and as you can hear, I've got my voice back. It's still a little bit croaky, but it's good enough now. I feel to do some videos. So enough of me, and let's get on with what's going to happen to this little house. Now, to start off with, when I left it last time, I'd put the floor in and got the actual stairwell cut and fitted. There is a piece of wall here that's got to go in on the side there, which encases that stairs. What I'm actually going to be doing first is I'm going to get the plasterboard and all the laths done on these two rooms and the stairwell. Now, I've decided that there's going to be a vehicle that's actually going to go into this virtually. I want it almost inside, hanging out, going to be destroyed. As I'm going to do that, it's going to change the upper half. So if we go around to the back, the original plan on the back was to board this all the way up, then put the battens on and tiles, which I'm not going for. We're going for straight battens and tiles. This is going to give me the opportunity of doing some more damage, so you can actually see inside to the loft area. And the same on the front. We're still going to go for the dormers, but like I say, it's just going to be battens, and we can do a lot more damage tile wise, make more views inside of this actual building. So that is the rough plan. So to start off with, I'm going to get all this lot underneath here done. There's no point in me showing you how to do that because we've already done a video on that. So I'm going to get this done. I will pop back, just let you see what's going on, just a quick little update, and then we're going to move on to getting the rest of this roof finished off. Okay, welcome back again. Now, I've managed, as you can see, I hope you can see, to actually get the top floor ceilings done. Now, I had to put this on my shelf so I can get the camera angle on it, because you don't appreciate it from any other angle but looking upwards. So you're going to have to bear with me. I'm going to have to do a little bit of fiddling and a little bit of manual focusing, but it's turned out okay. I like that. It's to me that looks quite good. We'll put that back on manual focus, and I'll stand up, and we've got the top of it all done as well. Let's see if I can do this without making the camera jump all over the place. So it's all completed underneath there, just by I've got to do a bit of sanding now and a bit of filling. We'll try and get you down a little bit closer. But I think that's turned out alright. I'm happy with that. Now we've got that bit out of the way, we're going to turn our attention now to this bit up at the top here, and let the camera settle down. Apologies for the shaky camera work. Right, we can see. So what I want to try and get on with now is mainly this back bit. I'm going to put some timbers running upwards all the way along. I'm going to get them cut in a few minutes, and then I've got plenty of my little planks cut, which I'm going to go that way, I think, downwards like that, all the way along the back there, and then run upwards going up here. Now I still am indecisive, even can't make my mind up yet how this front's going to work.
but I'm hoping it's going to fall into place as I'm going along. So it's going to be very much watch this space. So I'm going to get everything cut and then I'll come back to you and we'll have a little look as we're going along and getting that bit sorted.
Right, what I've done now is I've cut some bits of balsa wood to go from the base plate to the actual truss support. Now they're the same size as the base plate, which is 3.3 by 4.8, and I've set them up every three joists along, and that's where they'll be glued in place. To be really honest with you, as we're putting the planks this way, we don't really need them, but all I'm looking at is if we turn this round without wrecking everything, when we actually come to doing damage to the back, it will be nice to see some sort of timber supporting the planks. So that's what's going on there really. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get these glued in, and then I shall get started cutting some planks. But I will come back to you before I start fitting the planks so you can see what's happening there. Okay, they've been glued in, and as you can see I've put a little bit of wash on them just to bring them into the same colour as the rest of the wood. So looking from the back, we've got that visual of timbers being there where they should be for when we do damage actually on the roof itself. Now what I'm going to get on with is my little planks of wood. To start off with, I'm going to put two lengths running right the way across, so four lengths altogether, straight the way across there. So when I cut these, I've actually got something to actually bring them to. So I'm going to cut these four, I'll get them glued in and put in, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the next bit. Okay, the two planks high have been glued onto the back. You can see that all the way through. Now the reason I've done that is it will give me now the height of my planks that I need when I get my big hand out of the way to go from the floor to the actual ceiling joint. So what I should be doing now I've already got one cut, in normal fashion I'll get my little jig out and I shall cut all these for the back here and get them all glued in, and I shall be back in a little while. I shall get roughly about halfway through, we'll have another little look, and then we'll go from there. Right, you was expecting to see it halfway through. My apologies about that. Cut a long story short, my good friend John Moore rang me. We were sat talking, I was putting bits in, and it just ended up done. So all the cladding at the back here has been done and completed from end to end. We'll just turn that round if we can without knocking things over. So that's what it looks like from the back. Now that's going to be, I'm just going to put a bit of stain on that, bring that down to match in with the wood, and that will be brilliant. That will be okay, that will be. So if we do any damage now, we've actually got something behind the back of it to actually see. What I should be doing now is I'll be cutting some more lengths, and if I just turn that a little bit more, and I'm going to be running this cladding round this fire, like the chimney breast, up to about this point here. Now I want to bring this level through, as I want to set these timbers along here and this timber here at the same level as what I've got at the back.
So that's the way I'm going to run my level through from the back to the front. I'll be doing that both ends, that end as well. Exactly the same. I shall clad that out, bring it round and finish it off here. Then I'm going to have to really start thinking about how to actually access this roof, because it's becoming quite cramped. It's very easy if you're actually doing a roof, because you can actually be in here. When you're modelling a roof, we're out here, so it's very different. But something will come to mind on the front of here. I'm still going for the dormer. That is still on the cards, should I say, because I do really want to see that. But we might be going for more damage on the far side. But it's going to have to be watch this space and see. So I'm going to get on now and get the rest of this cladding done, and then I'll come back to you and we'll have another little look. Okay, we've done the cladding on the ends, as you can see there, and that end there. But this has thrown up a couple of problems. If we... oh, I can't go that way, I'll have to go that way. Right, if we go around here. Now, I've put a bit of colour onto the back bits here, as you can see. It's thrown up a little bit of a problem, because when I was building this, I lifted this support beam up here by a good way, more to give this back a better support. In the process, if we go back, in the process of doing that, we lifted up the actual cladding. Now I brought the cladding round, as you can see. Let me show you that end. I brought the cladding round level with that. Now what's going to happen is that beam now is going to be up higher, and it's going to interfere now with the actual roof trusses to do the dormers. So what I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to do a bit of builder's disguising. I think this all needs to come off, and it's going to need to be cladded to the top, so your eye don't pick up this back level to the front level, because I do really need to drop that down slightly to get the actual dormers in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through my racks to see if I've got enough timbers, because really I need to get this side of the roof made. So I'm going to make this side of the roof, then I can actually put my support beam in where it should be, so that then will give me enough room then to do the actual dormers. So I'm going to build this first before I actually put the dormers in. Excuse me. In real time on site, they would be built as the roof was being put in, but it's not going to be feasible to do it that way. So I'm going to do it as if you're actually going to do a loft extension and you're going to put dormers in. We'll cut them out when we've got the actual roof made up. So I'm going to scout now through my wood to see if I've got enough, and we'll get on with actually making this half of the roof. Okay, I just thought I'd drop this in. I'll find some bits. I've actually run out of this. This is 1.7 by 4.7, and this is what I use for my roof trusses and joists. Now I haven't got time to go out to the model shop, so I've already got some sheet in stock which is the same thickness, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to just cut myself some up, save me going out. Now I've got my little cutting board here, and what I've got is I've got one of my little jigs here that I used to, for cutting different lengths, but it's got a nice straight edge, and I'm pushing that against the
this piece of arm here to make it nice and solid. I've cut my sheet down to the length I want. So if we place that against there as a solid base, and I've lost me bit of the, oh, it's up there. Use a piece of the joist or roof truss that you require, the same size of. Place that against there. Use a steel rule, and then we make sure it's all nice and tight and even. Holding the steel rule down, taking that out. Nice sharp scalpel or modelling knife, and then we just cut a piece out. It's going to be 99.9% accurate. It's not going to be 100% accurate. It's not as if you actually buy it already pre-cut. But if you're in a difficult spot, it's an easy way of getting out. Just thought I'd just throw that in. Okay guys, a little bit of bad news here for you. I'm not going to go no further because I'm up to about 20 minutes now on the video and it's getting a bit long. So I shall be putting the roof construction on the next one. But I will run through very quickly what I'm going to do. I have worked it all out. Now the head's clearing, the voice is back, still a little bit sore, but I'm getting there. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do a separate piece for this front, the whole front. So I'm going to do the roof trusses as normal, but I'm going to put small pieces in as we go along to hold everything into place and make this like one unit so it comes away. It is going to need strengthening up here and there, but I will overcome that. Then once I've got it all done exactly the same as the other side, which I can't turn around, I can't get it round there. Once I've got it all done the same as that, then I will cut out to actually put the dormers in. That will then allow me then to position the base plate and the support beam in the right place. I know it's going to be slightly lower this side, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. We can't have everything, but we will disguise the fact by extending this cladding up, so there isn't no defined line to take the eye off. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and that comes out in the next video. It will take a whole video up, to be quite honest, doing this front section, and I want to try and keep it just to that bit. So that's it really. That's the end of this video. I'd just like to say thank you very much for bearing with me, even with the croaky voice and the dodgy sound on the on some of the clips. Well, one of them actually. I apologise for that. I better say, Facebook page, if you're still interested, that's open. And like I say, I put little bits up every day on that on Facebook, just little photographs of what I'm doing, how things are coming along. So if you want to sort of like follow, you're quite welcome to join that. And I think that's about it. And if I keep ravaging on, this video is going to get longer and longer, and I probably could have built this roof. So I'd like to say thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one.